I'm the voice of reason, Alexander B. Thomas, and the B stands for Beside the Anchor Room in Hopewell, Virginia. You see, that's where all the action goes down as Classic Pro Wrestling presents Heatwave live this Sunday, June 5th. Tickets are only $15, and with the bell time of 3 p.m., it's the perfect way to wrap up your weekend. Why, you ask? Well, let's take a look at what CPW has in store for you. In your main event, CPW Heavyweight Champion Preston Quinn will defend against the challenger Brandon Scott. The credentials for both of these men read miles long, with victories over a who's who in professional wrestling. Now they collide in Hopewell, Virginia. But matches like this aren't just signed overnight. Let's take you back to Brandon Scott laying out the challenge for PQ at Heatwave.
Classic Pro. I know it's been a while, but on June 5th, Hopewell, Virginia, I'm making my return. And I'm not coming for just any reason. I'm coming to challenge the man on top, the CPW champion, Preston Quinn. So Preston, I hope you accept my challenge because I've known you for a long time, Preston. We've been in the ring many times. And Preston, one thing I know about you is you like to talk a lot of trash. A lot. And on June 5th, I'm taking out the trash and I'm going to become the new CPW champion.
After Brandon Scott threw down the gauntlet, CPW cameraman caught up with the Pain Train, who had this to say.
When you're a heavyweight champion of a wrestling company, you get challengers from all over the place. You have to have some type of way to divide that up. Who deserves it, who doesn't? The ones that doesn't, probably ones that have only wrestled 5 times in the last 2 years. They're the ones that don't deserve it. They're trash. And then you got guys like Brandon Scott. Brandon Scott, you issued a challenge. I looked over your credentials. I know who you are, and I've been in the ring with you. And it doesn't matter that I've beaten you every time I've ever been in a ring with you. You're still a legitimate contender. And you want a shot at my championship. So whether or not it is that you work anywhere and everywhere, no matter who the promoter is, you have no scruples about it. I want you to think about one thing. I want you to think, you just got married. You got a future ahead of you. Wife and children that you need to worry about. Children for your future. You step in the ring with me, I end up crippling you. We'll see what your future looks like then. Think about your family. Let's go, Brandon. Classic Pro Wrestling, June the 5th, Hopewell.
The champion with some strong words, not only accepting the challenge, but warning Scott that he might not leave the anchor room the same way he comes in. In addition, we see another championship bout as the CPW Mid-Atlantic Championship is on the line. Former champion Ethan Cross looks to retake his title from the man who won it back at November Knockout, What a Man, Rip Sawyer. Rip Sawyer's been training intensely for this big title defense, but we weren't able to catch up with Ethan Cross and his manager, the ever-eloquent Humphrey J. DuPont.
Come on, finish strong. Be a man. Show them what a man looks like. June 5th, Classic Pro Wrestling comes back to the Anchor Room, home of the Colonel's Butt Wiping Pizza, where Ethan Cross, the longtime measuring stick of Classic Pro Wrestling, challenges Rip Was a Man Sawyer for the Classic Pro Wrestling Mid-Atlantic title. Do you remember when Rip used to be a man?
I remember.
We would hang out, we'd eat pizza, get a beer. With KR Superstar, Ace Dalton, really good, honest, nice people. Yeah, the kind of people you want to hang out with. But no, Was a Man. Now suddenly wants to hug babies. Oh, give 5 to the fans. Maybe kiss a little CPW brass ass. That's not going to get you anywhere, because come the 5th of June, the DuPont family has always said one thing, and that is, belts are our uniforms. And Ethan Cross is going to have a big old Mid-Atlantic Championship around his waist. June 5th, Anchor Room. We come to end the tenure of Rip Was a Man Sawyer.
Until next time, try to enjoy the day.
Not only do we have these great title matches, but we'll also see so much more, including LA Tank and Ivan Ali doing battle to determine a new #1 contender to the CPW heavyweight title. You've got to think that Ivan Ali wants just a little measure of payback on CPW champion Preston Quinn. But can Ivan Ali get past LA Tank? And will Quinn be able to get past Brandon Scott? We'll also see the former CPW Mid-Atlantic champion Bo Crockett in action.
Classic Pro Wrestling. We're back. It's been a long time coming. June 5th, we're back in Hopewell. We're back in the yard. Made a lot of memories in the yard last year, but this is not a history lesson. This is about the future. This is about June 5th. Now, I didn't get the matchup I wanted. I guess somebody wants to duck me, but that's okay. I've got other plans. I've always got another plan.
And we will find out June 5th at the Anchor Room just what that plan is. Tickets are only $15 and you get all this and more. I am the voice of reason, Alexander B. Thomas, and I'll be in Hopewell for some fantastic pro wrestling. And you?